This is totally giving me like Bond villain vibes, you know? This is where a Bond villain's lair would be. Get a load of that, guys. Just approaching the funicular railway now. Seems to be running. I just seen it go up. So when we get over there, we're going to find out how much it is. And most importantly, whether the castle is actually open, the castle area. I believe it is. But Google's info, especially regarding opening times, has been a bit sketchy at the best of times over my last few trips. So I will believe it when I see it. There you go. So according to that, it must be open, but the funicular railway, hopefully that's running in this rain. It is, seems to be moving, so yeah, there we go. Got some folks going up it just now. Let's see here. So okay, so I'm gonna go, there's a ticket office behind me. I'm gonna go and get a ticket and then I'll let you know how much it is. So we do have the ticket prices here. A return ticket €6, one-way ticket $3.30. So I guess if you're wanting a one-way in the better weather, I guess you could get a one-way up, see the castle, and then walk down and enjoy the scenery. But because the heavens have opened here in Ljubljana, I think we're just going to get a return ticket. Right, so we got the ticket. Cost me €19 without the audio guide. That includes the funicular return journey, and it includes the entry to the castle itself. She said usually you would get out onto the tower. This must have a viewing platform of some kind, but because it's raining today, the tower unfortunately is closed. But when you come, hopefully you bring the nicer weather with you and you'll be able to get up to the tower. But let's check the castle out and let's check out this funicular. It's pretty cool. This is totally giving me like Bond villain vibes, you know? This is where a Bond villain's lair would be. Look at this. Ljubljana dragon. And look at this. This is totally like where, you know, Blofeld from James Bond, his lair would be here. I think the best way to tackle this would probably be just to walk and see what we see. There is a map over there, and I think over in this direction is like, there's a few shops, I think, like souvenir shops. There's a cafe, a restaurant, and I think to the actual castle itself is up in that direction. So, map. So we've just arrived down here on the funicular. This is where we are, and then you can see the expanse of the castle here, the castle grounds. So I think we're going to head off towards the right up here. I believe the original castle here, because it's been improved and upgraded over the years and redeveloped, but the original castle was built in the 1100s, I believe, so 900 years old, and for a large part of the city's history would have played a key role in the defense of Ljubljana for many years, I would imagine. Whereas now stands as a significant cultural monument and symbol of the country and of the city. I think I read somewhere that the castle is depicted on the city's coat of arms, along with the famous Ljubljana dragon that we've seen so much of so far, which is pretty cool. It looks like over here we've got like a diorama of what the castle may have looked like back in the day. So that might be the tower there that I was told is closed because of the rain, or there might be a... oh no, maybe it's that one. Yeah, I guess it's the clock tower perhaps, because the lady who sold me the ticket to get in mentioned that the tower's closed, the observation deck on the tower's closed because of the rain. So that's the highest tower I can see here, the clock tower, so I guess she must mean that one. I have to say the rain is definitely giving it a different kind of vibe. You know, like it's definitely adding to like the medieval feel to it. I feel like I should be running to the armory to go get my my mace and defend this castle from invading forces. Get a load of that, guys. I guess being so close to Austria, Slovenia bordering Austria, I believe that the apple strudel has made its way to neighbouring countries and being a popular pastry in countries around Austria. So we're going to enjoy this apple strudel, and then we're going to continue our journey of discovery through Ljubljana Castle. Stunning view. Imagine it would be even more beautiful in the clear weather, clear and sunny. But the clouds have lifted a wee bit. You can see a wee bit further into the distance now, and on the horizon there you can actually see the the rolling hills and the mist and the fog that blanketed the city this morning is beginning to lift. At least over the city it is. On the distance it still looks a bit spooky, but wonderful view. And that market area, that's where we were earlier on, which was selling the fresh produce and the bags and the wares and tears and all that sort of stuff. And then just above it there is the famous Dragon Bridge of Ljubljana, which just along, if we continued along the river there, you would reach the three bridges next to the Franz Prešeren statue. The umbrella's providing sufficient cover for the time being. So there's quite a few things to see up here with your ticket. There's a museum of puppetry, which is like old puppets, like Punch and Judy style, like, you know, if you've ever seen The Sound of Music. Old puppets like that. So I might go and have a look at that. There's also the viewing tower, like I mentioned, is unfortunately closed today because of the rain, but ordinarily you'd be able to get up and get a good view of the surrounding area, Ljubljana. There's a few nice restaurants. There's a cool jazz bar, jazz venue. I walked through it. Looks so swish, so stylish. Not too deep. I guess at one time it would have been. Here we go. Water cistern. You saw a spring action umbrella there, can just deploy it at any moment. Much appreciated in this rain. I would imagine this place would be busier in the warmer weather. You know, summer months, place must be packed. Got all sorts of chairs and outdoor seating, so yeah, this must be packed. More lively in summer, I would imagine, music playing, things like that. So yeah, Ljubljana Castle is pretty cool. Even in the rain, it's given me fantasy fairy tale vibes. Pretty cool. So I'm going to go and check out more of this castle, maybe check out the puppet museum, and then we'll catch up with you when we're down on ground level in Ljubljana Old Town. Catch up with you then. So we're going to head back up here towards the Old Town. No sign of the rain easing up yet, unfortunately. But there are more people out in the streets now, so maybe other tourists like myself have kind of realised that the rain's not going to ease up anytime soon, so might as well just go with it. I did last night have some burek. Now there's a place that's listed on TripAdvisor as being the #1 restaurant, or the #1 like fast food place for burek, and it was right around the corner. I think it was called Olympia Burek. I'll throw it up in the on the video just now, but oh my goodness, it was amazing. I think I had a variation of burek before in one of my other Balkan trips previously, like maybe last year. But wow, that one was amazing, guys, and I can see why it's rated so highly on TripAdvisor. You get meat, you get cheese, spinach, pizza, all different variations and possibilities, but I went for a meat one. Very fine. Very fine and very cheap. Only cost me a couple of euros, and it's very filling. Last year for a good good while, that's for sure. Look at this. It's quite an interesting interesting depiction on the door there. Anyway, we're gonna go and have a look in Dragon House, the souvenir shop, see what sort of souvenirs they've got, and then we're gonna go and explore deeper into the Old Town area. The Old Town area of quite a lot of these Balkan countries I've been to has been called the Stari Grad, because Stari Grad literally I think translates into Old Town. So maybe, I'm not sure, maybe Ljubljana Old Town is also called Ljubljana Stari Grad. Perhaps. Someone can let me know in the comments below also. So yeah, that's the plan just now. So gonna check out some of these shops, and then we're gonna walk and see what else we see on the other side of the river as well. So join me on that.